Hello, we are Team WaterMe. We have four members. I am Darren Anderson. I mainly handled the ESP32 to the laptop, kind of porting them between each other and getting all the sensor data. We were also working with Bao Dong, who did a lot of the API integration and some of the website development stuff. We also worked with Tung, who did some of the like prototyping a web app and also doing some like AR visualization stuff using a camera.
And then I'm Jacob Wiegand. I did some stuff with the vision system we used to determine what plants were what. However, ultimately, we were not able to implement this into the website due to it not being finished in time. So our kind of like inspiration for the project was that we all had like plants that had died due to some kind of like neglect, not watering. So we decided to make an automatic watering system, which is what we ended up doing.
Okay, and so yeah, what it does, WaterMe is fundamentally it's an ESP32 board that has some sensors on it, and so essentially what you can do is there's a website where you can see all those sensors that the ESP32 is communicating over Wi-Fi, and you can remotely water the plant or you can set it up to automatically water, but it mostly gives off a lot of sensor data that like can tell you how healthy the plant is. And so using that sensor data, you can keep track and you can avoid neglecting the plants. We also challenged ourselves to add the plant detection feature where we were going to use the AR to showcase like where the plants are and like how it could be in your home and the future growth of plants. So as for how we built it, we used an ESP32, some sensors. We were connecting it to the pump. But we had some challenges, which was connecting the ESP32 and getting sensor data while the pump was running. Initially, while the pump was running, the entire ESP32 was essentially offline, meaning that everything else just kind of stopped working.
So we're also like pretty proud of some of the accomplishments we made, especially with the website UI. We were expecting a lot worse of a UI, but it looks pretty good from what we were able to do. We also learned how to wire an ESP32 board correctly and get the board to communicate with the database. And so with the Wi-Fi connection, we learned also how to make a CAD model to make our case for our watering device. And we also learned the basis of machine learning to train an LLM to do image detection. And what's next for Waterme is we're planning to continue working on the machine learning model to improve upon our vision system and then also iterate and improve on the CAD design for our watering device case.
And that's all, folks.